Dame Kiri Te Kanawa, so great to have you back in Helsinki. What kind of expectations do you have for this trip?
Well, excitement from my point of view, excitement, and the highest expectation that there will be some wonderful singers performing. And the end product, I suppose, can only be one winner, which is sad sometimes, but if other singers come through that, you know, the first 10 would be wonderful, that they would all have careers.
And so you are now part of the jury in Mirjam Helin competition. What kind of qualities are you looking for when you are listening to young singers? What do you usually focus on?
I always the choice, of course, how they present themselves, that they tell the story, give us the message, and obviously can perform. But also there's this wonderful thing called vulnerability, that you can show a certain amount of vulnerability while singing an important aria or song. And that's important because you are telling the story and giving out the message, and I call it making the magic for the audience to enjoy, which is important.
Yes, that's very well said. I'd like to ask you about charisma and stage presence, since you are obviously a living example of that.
Thank you.
Yes. In your opinion, what are the elements that make somebody a charismatic performer?
I think it's truthfulness, really. Yeah. As truthful as you can be, without pushing that, look how good or truthful I am. I think if it comes from inside the singer, it's the whole body is giving out the message, the magic, and the pure, truthful and vulnerability of the performance is what we take on. You can have a showy singer, but you can feel that it's only show. But when you've got and I think sometimes the song tells us that. The simplest song can tell the best story.
Yes. About stage presence, do you think that it is something that you are born with, or is it possible to rehearse that, practice that?
There are stage animals. There are people who just love to be on stage, and there's people who don't like to be on stage but can actually find a way of performing better than they would in normal life. And I find I see some singers like they're incredibly shy. I mean, I'm a shy person. I'm not very good with lots of people. I'm incredibly shy, but my shyness moves aside for the extrovert that I become when I'm on stage, or when I was on stage.
Yeah, I see. Now, at the moment in Helsinki, there are many singers that must be quite nervous and maybe even terrified. What would be your last-minute advice for
Don't be nervous and don't be terrified.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
Okay. Yeah.
They always say, look, I'm not nervous. Why are you nervous? Don't show that bit. As long as you know your music, as long as you are very sure about what you're going to do and how you're going to perform, you should have no nerves or fear. There should be enough just to make you spark up that little bit. But to be nervous and terrified, it doesn't do you any good. It inhibits the performance.
How about you? Did you struggle with stage fright?
With my shyness, I struggled, yes. But nervousness, yes. So sometimes when I felt as I was not quite as prepared as I should be, because it's a new piece, new area, new production, new conductor, new opera house, things like that. All things that are just make you slightly unstable. Those are the sort of things that cause you to be nervous. But as you move into it, you learn how to overcome all of that.
Yes. I have one more last question for you. You are, of course, an idol and inspiration for so many singers, but how about you when you were in the beginning of your career? Who did you
I had
look
them,
up to?
yeah, I had them. I had Joan Sutherland,
okay.
Leontine Price, and Renata Tebaldi. They were my three idols.
Okay. Did you meet them?
I met Joan many times and sang with Joan. I met Leontine several times, but I don't think I ever met Tebaldi.
Okay, great. Dame Kiri Te Kanawa, thank you so much for this interview and had a fantastic time in Helsinki.
I look forward to it very much. Thank you.
Thank you.